Oven Party people with Guan, it's your boy Lou Laden. I was watching something and it inspired me to make this video. So I want to talk about lending money to your folks, you know what I'm saying, to people. So if I went back to like June, July, I had about 9 people that had outstanding shit with me. Not a lot of big shit. Some of them might have been just $10. I got other people that was in a couple hundreds. Nothing crazy. You know what I'm saying? But I just want y'all to understand for a second my thought process on this shit. Now listen. Um Everything's a blessing. You dig? So if God bless you to the point where someone can hit you up and be like, bro, I need $10, and you look at your bank account and you're like, I can afford to give them $10 right now. And give them the $10, dog. Like this is a whole deeper thing, but it's like if someone hit me up and like, bro, I'm jammed up, I just need $10 so I can get to tomorrow or the day after, because then I get paid and then I'm back in. But right now I'm jammed up. If you got it, throw them the fucking $10, bro. I'm one of them motherfuckers. If I'm driving down the street and I see somebody standing on the street, I look at him, I see him. I might pass 10 people. I might pass 10 people that got their signs out and they asking whatever. That 11th person I might pass and look at, and I catch a vibe, and that vibe say, you can call it God, you can call it whatever, but that whatever tell me, yo, bless them. Who the fuck am I to fucking tell them no? Who am I to be selfish? So I will bless them. Um, I don't know. I don't want to go into that. If I really wanted credit, like, oh, look at me, I'm blessing people, I would have filmed it when I did it. But I didn't. You know what I'm saying? Because I think that's some fuck shit too. Like, you gonna go to somebody with no shoes, like, I gave this person a new pair of shoes, and you're filming it the whole shit, and they ain't got no shoes, and what is their choice? Fucking have the pride to be like, nigga, you really gonna film me? You know what I mean? Or, fucking, hold on. Let me pause it. I'm pausing all this right now. I just said the N word in yeah. If you're watching this video and you heard how I was speaking, how the N word came out, that's pretty much the only way you're ever gonna hear me say the N word. So I was talking the other day. Man, this video just took a whole turn. So I was speaking to my girl the other day about something, and I was like, blah, 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 blah. And the same way the N word just came out. See how I'm calling it the N word now and I'm not saying it? That's a whole nother thing. But my youngest daughter, man, you say the N word or anything racist about her, that kid lights up. Like, are you kidding me? Like, she would check your ass so quick. And her thing with me is the N word, because I say it sometimes, but I say it like I just said it. You know what I mean? And I'd like to check in with my children. I like to go, hey, listen, dad, check. I'm fucking what can I do to be a better dad? You tell me. If you had one thing to tell me as a criticism or a thing, what could it be? And I had said, my youngest daughter, I was mad about something, and I was hitting them with, yo, this bitch ass N word. Like, I wasn't even talking to her, I was talking to her mama, but I was like, man, this motherfucking N word, and I get like, N word, is you crazy? You know what I mean? Like, and she was like, Dad, I don't like it when you say them slurs. And how do you respond to that? Are you going to explain to her, like, I said it with the A and not the ER? You sound dumb as shit. You know what I mean? I sound dumb as shit when I try to do that. And I'm at the point where, like, I ain't even going to try to do that. Like, I've been through that a whole bunch of times. So this is like a whole side note. I wanted to make a video about loaning money, but I'm going to say this. The N word needs to be erased from all vocabulary. You know what I'm saying? Black folks, my melanin brothers, like like I am an ally like you wouldn't even know. You know what I mean? You are a man like me. But Rap music has perverted our brains to where we call each other N-words. KRS once said, now we got white kids calling themselves, you know what I mean? If you know, you know. It's wrong. You know what I mean? I would think the biggest stance in the universe could be if all these rappers were like, we're done. We're not saying the N-word. You know what I mean? But that's not what this video is about. This video is about loaning money to people. N-word needs to be fucking chopped out of the whole human vocabulary. It's not a term of endearment. It's not this and that. It's not like me as a person who lacks the melanin to be considered a black person can say it because I have a past because of whatever. The people down in Brevard County might know who I am, but if I go over here and say that shit, and then what's my choice? I gotta go back. I gotta digress. I gotta go into certain type of personality and person that I used to be when I was 20, 21, 22. So they can say, no. I've had grown. This whole video just changed short. Quick story. I have people who are black, who there's no mistaking they're black, that I love, like, as family. And not just like, oh, I got a friend who's black and that's my family, but their moms, their dads, their sisters. Everybody who meets me, they laugh at me like, look at this little white boy. He a nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I'm not even playing, like, to the point where it confuses the mother and father. Like, yo, why? You know what I mean? Like, he could easily just shut the fuck up and go through life being regular, you know what I mean? Like, he could pass as a white boy and get all the benefits of being a white boy, but he chooses to be a certain way, and it's like, I don't even choose. That's just who the fuck I am. You know what I mean? But that's neither here and there. That's for a whole nother video, whole nother thing. But being who the fuck I am, grown now, I've realized that there's nothing to prove by being like, I'm white and I can say the N-word. Give me my passes. Give me this and that. Give me my props. Because there's no props in that. It's all a trick. This video is about lending money to folks, right? So I got, as of July, right now today, I probably got 3 or 4 people that owe me money. And none of them are black. So that's let's leave that there, right? You know what I'm saying? And because of how I learned the N-word, I would call, I'm working on it, but I would call, if you white, you a white nigga. You fucking Chinese, this Chinese nigga over here, this motherfucking Korean motherfucker, this Colombian ass nigga. Like, it's a word that doesn't hold the weight that we know that word holds. So as I got more knowledge, I'm trying to work on me. But when I start speaking passionately, like I get into shit, it might slip out. Sorry. You know what I mean? But I'm working on it. I was just about to say, nigga, I just picked my nose on YouTube. But, but you know what I'm saying? But listen, for real. This ain't about that. This video is about fucking lending money to folks, right? So, I got about, right now today, as of now, there's maybe 3 or 4 people that I have lent money to that have not paid me back, right? And we're talking low amounts from like $10 all the way up to, I don't even want to say, because as far as y'all concerned, I'm broke. I ain't got no money to lend nobody. You dig? But here's the thing. I got people I've lent money to that was my peoples that I love. I spent days and we was in the trenches together. You know what I'm saying? And you lend them $20 and you don't hear from these motherfuckers ever again. You know what? I've gone too far. This is part 1 because I went way off on a tangent on how I feel about some other shit. I'm going to do another video where I talk about lending money, but let's just keep it back to where it was because I slipped up and said the N word, bro. Fucking uh that word represents more than what we think. Okay, this video became a video about the N word. Just it ain't about racism. It ain't about this or that because I know there's a tons of white people that say the N word all the time and don't fucking it's not racist to them and blame Snoop. I used to say probably about shit. I still say it today because it's true. The first time that I ever really absorbed the N word, there was two of them, and they were loked out going crazy. You dig what I'm saying? I'm a hip hop kid. Like I love rap music. I love hip hop, and I came into it in the early '90s all the way through. Tupac. My grandson's middle name is Shakur. Do you understand? My grandson. So whatever I was living and I passed to my daughter grew up, had a kid, and decided I'm going to make this kid's middle name is Shakur because it means gratitude. Look it up. Tupac Shakur, Amiro Shakur. Tupac Amiro Shakur. Pac. It's Pac shit, nigga. See, I did it again. See? I did it again. Look, yo. This is Tupac was a revolutionary, and for some people like me, the influence of Tupac is a big influence on your life. Like you do daily activities, and it's like, what would Pac do? You know what I mean? Which is fucked up because I'm older than Pac was when he died. You dig? But I had a child so young that that child was raised with the ghost of Pac. You know what I mean? But Pac died in '96. My oldest daughter, the daughter who named her son with the middle name Shakur, was born in 2000. So Pac was dead 4 years when she was born. So all this is like, yo, I don't even know how to get into it the right way, but it's like there's no malice. Like I'm not thinking like you're less than me and the slave, blah blah blah. If anything, you know what plays in my head? What plays in my head is if I go out right now and I start a business right now, when I get my applications, I'm gonna be like, yo, you put all the Shaquitas, Shaquandas, and Sharkeishas on top. That's it. Or better yet, block out everybody's name so I don't even know their race and just give me their qualifications. And if the person that comes in happens to be black, God bless them, bro. Black is beautiful. You know what I mean? Like that's my brother and my sister. Like I'm fully aware of the God gene and shit. If you know, you know. You know, like this whole video went left. I got people that owe me gang of money, and I wanted to make a video about that, but I fucked up, man. But listen, bro, it's like 10 o'clock in the morning right now. Why am I winking like this? It's weird as shit. But hey, listen. Here's what I think. Rappers, fuck everything I just said. I'm just gonna make a statement, and it is what it is. Rappers, people of the world. And I really mean this, and I'm thinking of, I saw a Kendrick Lamar concert where he brought a white girl on stage, and people were like, oh, Kendrick brought a white girl, and she had to bleep out the N-word while he was spinning. Why? Why did she have to bleep out the N-word? Kendrick said it. And they'd be like, oh, well, there's a whole history of this and that and that. So why didn't you teach Kendrick that shit? Kendrick seems to be a smart motherfucker. He seems to be educated enough to put these rhymes together that are so intricate and great that you tout him as one of the greatest lyricists, which I am not the biggest Kendrick fan. I'm really not. Okay, he raps okay, you know what I mean? It's just whatever, but I don't feel that in my soul. Maybe somebody else might. You know what I mean? Me, I'm more DMX, which but where's my bitches? You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. But I think if people really want to stop it, black people, And yes, now I'm talking to black folks. Yo, black people who are rappers, y'all need to set the precedent right now. Y'all need to say, yes, hip hop is the biggest shit ever. And we don't say that. So if you're part of this culture, if you with us, if you one of us, and we all live in this culture, that word don't exist. I feel ashamed of myself. I remember he's passed away now, and King Luck. Some people might know him as Kid Lucky. So me and Mr. Lawrence Clark, we went out to New York City, right? So it was like some beatbox competition. I was told who was so I'm told about a venue and this and that. Bro, it was 1980 shit. Like they tried to take me down to the subway to battle rap some motherfucker. And the timing was off, whatever. It was just a bad place for me in my life. And I decided I'm gonna get drunk as shit and just fucking chill because I thought, well, like, what? We're going to where? Oh, we got a venue for the show. The show, bro, the show was a subway station. Now I get it. Oh, it's hip hop. You go down to the subway, you're riggedy rapping the fucking things and da 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 da. It's cool, you know? But, so there was this girl there and she was filming a documentary and I got really drunk and me and Kid Luck got into a fucking real, it was I would say a real conversation. It was kind of heated, but not really, because I think I could sense that, like, he's a man like me, you know what I mean? This dude's a man, I'm a man, I'm gonna express my experience and how I feel, and he gonna do it. And I was introduced to this man like, yo, this is a legend. And I would honestly say, from the bottom of my heart, I can't deny that at all. Because the little times that I did experience with him, people be like, yo, this is a legend. Now, I don't know this dude like that. But people that I do know like that were pulling up for this dude. You know what I mean? So it wasn't like, oh, he's not a legend. Nah, I was just out of the loop. You know? And then this could go really deep into all kinds of shit. But the fact of the matter is like, me and this man had a conversation about the N-word. My only regret is that it was on camera, because I was probably a little ignorant at the time. And it wasn't on no racist shit. It was like, I should be able to say it because I'm a hip-hop kid and blah, 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 blah. And how come? Because I'm from down south. And I told him, yo, this is what we experience down south, but it's all love and da-da-da-da. Like, I told him about the Georges. I lived in a small, I moved to a small town. It was kind of wild to me at the beginning, but the more you're around it, it becomes normal. But there was two people named George that lived on the block. One was white, fat, big old fucking Santa Claus beard, and the other dude was a black man. They called him Cracker George and Nigga George. It wasn't racist. It wasn't like Clayton Bigsby shit. It was Cracker George was white George, Nigga George was black George. You know what I mean? And when I got there and I talked to I said, yo, I was going to college in New York from Florida. So I'm talking to this dude, and this dude had nothing to do with the college. He's a straight beatbox legend. You know what? Hold on. Pause this for one time. Bloop, bloop. Shout out to King Luck, Kid Lucky, Terry Crews. Because I wouldn't have had this experience if it wasn't for him. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to him. The whole thing about it is I was like, yo, how come? Speaking from me, I came from Florida to New York. Now, when I came to New York from Florida, Imagine a white Kodak black. Like, yo, that was me. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking to people. I'm talking to them like how I'm talking to them. Oh, you don't understand that shit? I'm from Florida, bitch. Deal with it. You know what I mean? Like, and pretty much that's how it was with everybody. I'm from Florida. Deal with it. Kid Lucky, King Luck is the person who basically got me to where I am right now through this conversation, which I'm about to relay to you. And I promise you, there is somebody who has it on camera. And I guarantee you, if they were to show you this exchange right now, I would feel shame. I would feel like, damn, I was an idiot. I didn't know what the fuck I was talking about. Like, I was living a lie. Like, I didn't get it. You know what I mean? But we talked about the N word. We said, yo, why is fucking this person supposed to say that? Like, how come these people can say in this, like, the argument you hear all the time, you know? And I was like, bro, where I'm from, y'all in New York talking this and that. I'm in Florida, the South. You know what I'm saying? And that's just a word, you know what I'm saying? People be like, you know, the motherfucking white boys with gold teeth and shit, like Florida. The white boys with the dreadlocks and the face tats and saying, you know, that's them Florida white boys. Anybody who's experienced it knows exactly what the fuck I'm talking about when I say them Florida white boy. Florida white N words. Like, yo. that's that's the only way to describe it and keep it 100, you know what I'm saying? But it's like I had a conversation with King Luck and he changed my perspective because I was like, here's where I was at when I got to New York. I went to New York to go to college, took that sociology class, and there's everybody in it, you know what I mean? And uh you get kind of like dealing with the subjects you deal with in sociology, you kind of touch on certain things. And me being the way I am, I was not a college kid. I was a fucking goon who was like, "Yo, you gotta go." See, I was about to say, never mind. But it's like, hey, you gotta go to college and maintain this grade point average, or we're gonna send your ass to prison. That's real shit. Google all the fuck you want, you'll find it. Okay, Melbourne, Vieira courts, whatever, whatever. That was part of my probation. You dig what I'm saying? And they made a weapon, bro. They made me mad smart. They gave me an insight that I wouldn't have had before. And then I kept going off that. But Kid Luck was somebody, me and Lawrence Clark were supposed to do a battle. One rapper, one beatboxer. And we went out and we did it. And they brought me to a subway station. It was supposed to be a venue. They said the venue, the battle. They brought me to a subway station. In my head, now I'm from down south. I'm like, this is not a venue. You in the fucking subway. But at the same time, I'm like, this is hip hop. You didn't have a venue when it started. But I'm like, bitch, this is 40 years after it started. The fuck are we doing in the subway? You know, and it's just, I had a whole prideful moment about that. Listen, I'm gonna watch this video back because I can do 10 videos off this one video. But here's the whole point of what this has turned into. Black people, white people, Hispanic people. People who be like, I got black friends and I grew up in a black neighborhood and I can say N-word. No, you can't. Black people, you are not getting it back. You ever see the fucking Clerks 2? Where the dude had porch monkey written on the back of his jersey and he was like, we're taking it back. That's what it sounds like. You know what I mean? Like, we all have to do better. So I'm an ally for sure. I got mad love. I love the spirit, not the skin. You dig? And I have people right now that I consider my brother who are black as fuck. I got people right now that I consider my sister that are black as fuck. I got people right now, right this second, that are melanated, that are black people, that I will say that I would not have been the person I am now if this person did not treat me like their son at certain points in my life. You dig? Like that's mama right there. You know what I mean? Oh, her skin is black. So what? You can't tell me shit about this person because I know their soul. I'm a soul person. You dig? So fuck. This video turned into me bitching about people who owe me money, but now it's turning now like cause on me. Like I saw a flaw in myself and we're working it out right now, bro. I am trying so hard to remove that from my vocabulary because I feel it would make me a better person and just for my brain not to go to that, I'll be able to explain something to people to where they don't go, oh, well, you said this, and miss the whole point of what I'm really explaining to them. You did? So, one love to everybody on this Oven Party channel. It was supposed to be a motherfuckers owe me money thing, but now it's the N-word just wrong, bro. And I'm not one of those white people that go, I've never said the N-word. Bitch, I've sang along to Gin and Juice 100 times. I've sang along to fucking, if I've said the N-word. I've said it. Never like a racist, though. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it was never a description of, like, black. I've never been like, oh, these damn termites. You know what I mean? Don't nobody like termites to eat your house or shit. If you're a termite activist and you got reasons, okay, put up. You understand what I'm saying? Like it's just, and I know it's gonna sound fucked up. N words are dudes and the bitches are girls. Like niggas and bitches. Bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. Like it's not like saying you bitches blah 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 blah. It's there's so many intricate shits to make it make sense to where it's like, no, I wasn't talking about these bitches. I'm talking them hoes. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy, bro. But it's all just language and verbiage and definitions they attach to words. It's still going on right now. Listen to what I'm saying. It's still going on right now. There's definitions they attach to words that have nothing to do with the actual definition of the word. You know what I mean? So I say all that to say this. The other day, I was in the kitchen. I was talking to my girl. And I blah, 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 blah. This bitch ass nigga, da, 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 da. And my daughter happened to be walking by. And she was like, Dad, no. I said bitch and ass. I might as well have said television and toaster. She didn't hear none of that shit. But she heard that N-word. And she was like, hell no. You do not. I'm talking about a child. She's 11 years old. She's like, you do not use those late words, slurs in our household, and blah, 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 blah. And I was like, all right. I had another issue with another one of my kids. You know what I mean? And it's like, everybody's ain't perfect. So I done checked my kid. I said, hey, little one, here's a little daddy check. Right now, off the top of your head, what can I do to be a better dad to you? And I stood back because I wanted to hear what she said. And she said, what do you mean? And I said, is there anything I do that you say, hey, if he didn't do that, he'd be a better dad? And you know what this kid said? She said, yeah, you'd be a better dad if you don't use slurs. Slurs like the N-word. And I was like, damn. Okay, it's not an issue. You know what I mean? And maybe that's why it's so heavy on my head that I started this video on one thing and it went way left. But you know what? Where it went left to, exactly where it should be. You know what I mean? Like this God did. So much love and peace and love and chicken grease to y'all. And we're gonna hop off about these motherfuckers who owe me money because they still owe me money.